Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW, the Generational Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. One, Two, Three. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes King Tuco. Bro, what's good?
What's good, Bubba? Yo, what it do, Bubba? What is good with you, man, bro? What's good with you, man? What's good with the people, man, on this fine Wednesday night block party of AEW Dynamite 300 episodes. They said it couldn't
Yeah.
be done. They said it'd be done in a year. They said 5 years. Well, guess what? We're working on year 6 and episode 300. Kick rocks. It is what it is, people. The boys are here. The Wednesday night block party, as always, because it's Wednesday, baby. And y'all know what
Chill.
that is. So, that being said, bro, what's good?
Man, bro, hey,
Big
you and I, we
boy.
talk. What up, y'all? What up? You and I, we was talking before we got on the air. We said TK did it big for the 300, man. Professional
Yes,
wrestling is great when you got AEW doing great. Because guess what? With AEW doing great, that means that
damn.
WWE gonna step their shit up. And when they both step their shit up, man, and then you got TNA and all these other, companies,
Who
it's
winning?
just great all the
Who
way
winning? We
around.
winning. We
Hey,
winning.
hey,
We winning. The
TK
fans is winning.
TK is in his bag. I've been saying it repeatedly, week after week after week after week. We are restoring the fucking feeling. I know you got something you want to talk about, but I kind of got something I want to talk about now that I'm thinking about it. Bro, Hangman Page pulled the
Oh,
trigger and
go. Yeah, go. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Hangman Page, bro. Hey, John Moxley was being a coward ass. You feel me? Wheeler Yuta was being a punk. Claudio was being some punks. They weren't trying to give our boy the wild Hangman. They weren't trying to get a mad cowboy what he wanted. So he said, I bet. All right, Marina. Hey, what do we say, bro? We would never put our hands on a woman. But sometimes you got to do what needs to be done for the greater good of the company.
Yeah,
And boy,
yeah.
Hangman, he sat up there and lariated the shit out of Shafir. Bruh,
Hey, give her
yo,
a buckshot for
Texas,
real.
Texas Death
From the
Match.
front. She got a buckshot from the front.
Texas Death Match, Hangman Page, John fucking Moxley. It's been a while since we've seen Moxley get real down and dirty. I think TK and AEW say, hey, Mox, my boy, you got to chill. You losing too many red and
It's
white blood
Texas.
cells.
It's Texas. Let's be
Yeah,
honest. It's Texas. It's like if you're gonna have a match of this much magnitude, and like
yeah.
Hangman said, you know the Death Rider's gonna come out. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
something's gonna happen. So it's like let's keep it from let's keep that from interfering with the with the match and it being the disqualification or anything.
Yeah.
I gotta win this match. I gotta take on all bullshit and coming whatever you gonna bring. I got to take it all on in order to beat you to
Yeah.
be the champion. So let's make it this match. That way, there's no there's no red tape. There's no blinders. There's no nothing. It's just plain and simple.
Yeah.
It will be the last man standing. It will be that last man that's able to pull off that 1, 2, 3 to get
Yeah.
that victory and to be champion. And hey, it took a little roundabout to get to the point, but I ain't mad that it got to the point because it made sense. And hey, I'm with it, man. Because TK right now, we were 10 days out. We're like, okay, what's the pay per view? What's the card going to start looking like? And what does
Yeah.
TK do tonight? Episode 300. Oh, let me show you what this card is. Wop
Yeah.
wop wop wop. I'ma fuck him up. Hey, okay, all right, cool, TK. Okay, TK, I
Yeah.
see you. I see you. I'm gonna back off and I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Hey, yeah, man, dude, I'm so excited because if I wasn't already excited enough for the fact it was going to be a world title match, now we talking about Texas Death Match. John Moxley is a sadistic son of a bitch. We already seen what Hangman is willing to go to and go through with Swerve Strickland, bro. But we got that. We gonna circle back on that, bro. You said something. You had something you want to talk about. Bro, talk to the people because
Oh,
I want to hear what you got to say so I can talk a little bit too.
we gonna do that. But before I do that, let's get to these people because right now,
Man, let's
man,
go.
they doing what they do. Big Boy says, man, it don't even feel like 6 years. And Big Boy, you're
Yeah.
right because they don't even feel like 6 years for us. But that's when we started. We literally started about the same around time that they started.
Yeah.
Uh, So yeah, it's definitely going by quick. He also says, man, equal rights, equal fights. Hey, you know what? She wants to go in there and slap the man in the face about 4 or 5 times. He had
Yeah,
the right to hit her with a buckshot. Hey,
yeah,
I think for every one woman hit to a man, and there was about 5 of them, he gets about one off. He got his one off. He chose his one. He got his one. Everybody's satisfied. Nobody
yeah.
seemed to be mad about it other than Moxley.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
cool. We walked away. Bubba says, man, Moxley is built for the hardcore. He
Yeah,
wants to see blood. It's not that he just wants to see blood, but he knows there are people out there, regardless of the times of today. And I get it, the times of today, a lot of people may not want to see the hardcore blood, but there are people who want to see the realness of a match. Sometimes can it get a little overboard? No doubt, most definitely. Little Mark, what's up, man? It
what
can
up,
most
bro?
definitely get out of hand sometimes, and then we've seen it get out of hand a lot of times. As Kenny Omega came in for the save for his boy as the AEW goes off, they are definitely kicking off that winner takes all match between him and Shibata. I mean, I'm sorry, Okada. I'm sorry, wrong person, Okada.
Yeah,
But right now, man, right now it's looking good. You know, Moxley's going. He hasn't right. He's been really chilled about the blood recently. Not too bad,
hmm,
not too much. Um, so it's like okay, you know, this type of match for Hangman. I don't think he's had this type of match since his match with Swerve. And decide the cage match. So I think it's been a minute for him.
yeah.
So you know, so it's like, all right, it's been a minute since we kind of had this, but again, it's in Texas. It's in Texas, so it's like, yeah, all right, Texas Death Match. You gotta do something, man. It's your big show. You gotta do it up, man. This is wrestling. It's a part of wrestling, man. No, it don't need to be every match. It doesn't need to be every match. I will say it again. It does not need to be every match, but you can do it as every now and then something like this. You're doing it big,
Yeah.
big match, big everything. So yeah. Big Boy says, man, Rowdy probably good with the ITB. Yeah, probably would be too. Let's see where I'm. It's a little Mars AEW been shaking up like crazy, and they have, and it's just by little subtle things, man. The stories ain't too out of the box, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
get to one of those stories because I want to talk about one of those and one of those stories and where it could actually lead moving forward. And I think it would be actually a good thing. Bubba says AEW is the only major company that does these types of matches. That's true because WWE's moved away from it because again, the soccer moms and being the publicly traded company that they are have ruined that for us. So it
Fuck
is
them.
what it is. It is what it is. Lil Mar says Moxley reminds me of an old school brawler that just like doing hardcore wrestling, and he is. He is an old school guy. He's a new school guy that likes that old school style,
You know
and
what's crazy? Moxley reminds me of a territory wrestler. You know
he,
what
he
I'm saying?
does. He does because that's
Yeah.
that. But that's the art of the wrestling that a lot of guys like him, Mike Cardona, and a few others that still embody. They still embody that style. It's
Yeah.
not a bad style. It's just everybody shouldn't do it, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, but one of the stories that I want to get to real quick. Now, we saw earlier tonight when first of all, trios match, Bandino
Mm-hmm.
with Roddy and Kyle O'Reilly
Hmm.
going up against EVPs and my boy Take a Shitter, aka Takeshna. Hey, first and foremost, they work well together as a trios.
Yeah, they do.
Those three, Young Bucks and they work
Yeah.
very well as a
Yeah.
trio.
Yeah.
Could be very dangerous. Good match. Very good match. The matches tonight were all really good matches. I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
they were like the best matches ever, but they were all solid matches. The crowd was into every match, everything going on. It was a good match. When Offspray and Swerve came out and right before they had their match, and they were talking to the EVPs about, hey, y'all didn't answer us. Y'all didn't say
Yeah.
anything. And they made a great point, man. You're like, man, you want us to put up our most precious thing? What do you? We ain't putting up nothing. Don't feel right to us. So Ospreay says we won't win it. We won't challenge for the title for a year.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
Swerve's like
Yeah.
hell no. But you got to think about it. Like, damn, we got to get these. We got to get them. We got to convince them. What do we have to offer them that
Right.
they would even like? All right, bet, let's do that. the one thing that we loved and we want to do the most. I want to get my championship back. You want to actually win it. So we put it up. Okay, cool. Now, now, here we get to the thing. I'm thinking when I hear this and then Swerve accepts it, I'm like, ooh, this throws a monkey wrench into the predictions on who could win this match. And here's where I'm going with it. If they lose and they can't challenge for the AEW World Championship, that does great for Hangman Page. It does great because you don't have to worry about trying to rush one of them two into the title picture. You can't do it. So now you get to run with him as the face of the company going up against whatever challenges that's going to come his way. Because obviously Moxley's going to be one. You're going to have MJF. You're going to have other people that's going to come along. And that's fine. That's cool. But that gives them time to fresh out a new story and for them to have a new run for people to be anxious of this time. Because remember, it's a time limit, basically. We basically all gonna have to wait a year until these
Yeah.
guys get an opportunity. But guess what? There's tournaments that happen during certain parts of the year where they're gonna be in those tournaments and they're gonna get an opportunity to win for the championship. And it's gonna come around all in next year. So you're gonna fuck around. I don't know if it'll end up being them one on one for the championship. It could be them title match. It could be something, but excuse me. You could kind of just redo the story of their run to getting back to that championship, and I think that would be cool for them, and it would be cool for Hangman because it would allow him to have his run while also working with other people.
Here, okay, so one, I like that. Here's where I feel like they don't even need to wait the year. I
They,
think
not necessarily, but I don't think it would be mad. Like I think I don't think they need to do it. It's just more of a, if that would be a thing, like, oh, that wouldn't actually be bad.
what up, what up,
Hello.
what up. No, my thing is okay. Let's go the other way. Let's
What's
go the
up,
other
Panay?
way. Let's say that Swerve and Osprey win.
Right.
Well, I think this is also a way of at least on screen relieving the young bucks of their EVP duties, right? Because let's be honest, we don't need player coaches in pro wrestling like that are still in their fucking prime. It ain't like we got Billy Gunn out here that's being the EVP. Billy Gunn ain't a threat to nobody. Billy Gunn, he can go out here and have matches, but he's not actively, what I'm saying, deciding the careers of talent around his age. With the young bucks, it's like, bro, y'all still, I mean, relatively young. Y'all up here, the bosses of the same people you fighting. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all hold all the belts, it's like, nah, man, like this is the way of kind of writing them out of the EVP role and kind of having them like legit just be wrestlers. That's
Mhm.
cool too. And then my thing is, even if Swerve and Osprey win, they don't have to challenge Hangman right away. Like you could still hold off and
No, there is no hold off because now there's nothing stopping them. We just beat the EVPs. There's nothing stopping us other than unless they decide to go fight the Hurt Business for the tag team titles. Now, unless they decide to go do something like that, then that's cool. But there
yeah.
will be nothing to stop them from
Well,
challenging,
well, here's
and
I,
I don't
I,
see them winning.
here's the thing. Everybody, not even just Swerve and Osprey, but the whole entire AEW roster is coming together for one common cause. That's to get rid of the BCC and to get that title off Mox. So I'm thinking, like, yeah, right now there will be other people because you still got Samoa Joe. He gonna want his lick. Powerhouse Hobbs, he gonna still want his lick. Mox, even if he lose his title, you got to figure, man, at some point in time, if he don't try to come and get a rematch right away, somebody from the BCC, Claudio Williuta, gonna try to fight on his behalf and get. So you got other
Yeah,
roadblocks
of
there. You get what I'm
course.
saying? So, but I do agree. I do think that if they do win, that title match is gonna come a lot sooner than later. But I'm going to say, and I won't swerve. I believe he's gonna get another reign. I don't think it needs to be swerve. I think, bro, Osprey, I feel like has put over enough people enough times and enough big matches where if you are going to go that direction with Hangman, if Hangman wins, it need to be Hangman versus Osprey. You can revisit Swerve at any time. You know, he's
Well, you're
already
gonna get hurt, but you're gonna get that. But see, the thing is, it's not gonna be ready. It's not gonna be time for Osprey to win. Like, I'm
yeah,
sorry, man. Right now, but
you're right.
right now, if Hangman gets that title, it's Hangman's to lose. It's
Yeah,
his. It's his.
yeah, yeah,
It's his true coming to light kind of story where
yeah,
he went from being that guy that needed to be known to now where he is known. Like,
yeah,
who Hangman Adam Page is. All right. Let's put it like this. If WWE can get a shot at Hangman Adam Page, you best believe they gonna take a shot at him. And he ain't going to
yeah,
NXT. He's showing up straight to the main roster. He's showing up straight to the main roster. So yes, that's where he's become, and that's where he's gotten. So
yeah,
yeah, it's his to win, and right now, that's why I say the year would buy Tony Khan some time
yeah,
because you can't put him into it's a different thing when you can, and it's like even if the fans get to a point where they do want to see it, but they still love Hangman, it's like
yeah,
you kind of gotta be forced to do something with it. Nah, if they lose, you ain't got no choice. You can't put them in it.
yeah,
They can't be in no opportunity for the heavyweight championship. So that allows them to do other stuff with other people and to help do other things and help build up other things moving on to the year. That's why I say it's not a bad thing. But it's a story though, because you have other championships and you have
yeah,
other people to fight. So it's not like we can't get still good matchups and still good interesting things going on. Everybody can't hold the world championship. So to
yeah,
kind of have now it's not Cody Rhodes, you can't challenge forever.
yeah,
It's a year. It's
yeah,
just a year. So
yeah,
it's a time limit. We can count down to this. So again, even if you choose Osprey, let's say you want to build up Osprey to earn the opportunity. So if he knows, okay, I got a year's time. So if I win the Owen Hart Cup next year, I got a title shot at All In. It'll
yeah,
be my year. I'll be able to do it. So now you got that story to build up on. And you don't think people gonna be behind seeing that? Hell yeah, people gonna be behind seeing that. And what's gonna be the person in his way? Oh
yeah,
shit. The other guy who's gotta wait a year to get to that championship. So
yeah,
that means we gonna get an epic match between Osprey and Swerve. Ooh.
yeah,
Oh, and
yeah.
who's gonna really get it? Yeah, you can say Swerve's already had his opportunity, but who's to say Swerve won't be the man by then?
Hey, and I'm not. Look, here's the thing. I'm not mad at you because right now, bro, we have so many. Dude, we said this in the past before Bryan Danielson came to AEW, before Adam Copeland, before Sting, before we had who else? It was another one that came a little later. Can't think right now. I'm losing my mind.
A
But
whole group of folks, man. A whole bunch.
but now we have so many people that can run with the ball right now. Swerve, like we say, Hangman, Osprey. Like, that's just three right now. And then don't forget, man, we still
Still
got
got MJF still in the wing, still trying to get to that,
yeah,
trying to get back to the Triple B.
Bobby, right?
So it's
Like,
like Bobby,
you
right? So
know,
you still got players
yeah,
on the other side. Like
yeah,
you still got a Takeshna who's definitely on the
yeah,
rise. He's gonna be so again, if a Hangman win, oh, a Takeshna, oh, you don't think Takeshna ain't
yeah,
finna go challenge that boy? Ooh, don't
yeah,
come on, don't play with me,
yeah.
man. Don't play with me, man. Don't come on,
And
man.
then don't
Don't
forget,
get
we
me
still
hot.
got,
Don't get
and
me
then
hot.
don't forget, we still got the ROH guys who could pull from the Shane Taylors, the Sammy Guevara's. We still can't forget about Sammy, the
And
Kevin,
that's
the
just putting
Kevin
people out
Knights. You know what I'm saying? That's out there. Hell, AR Fox the last couple weeks, he been putting on some fucking bangers out here. Put some respect on his name. Chris says the only person he likes in AEW is Tony Storm. But speaking of Tony Storm, she was ringside during the TBS title match,
there.
which my boy was really good. I
Again,
I'm going to
TK
say,
was in his bag tonight, man. The 300 was
hey,
on point.
Mercedes. First of all, I'm gonna get on Mercedes. Mina Shira fucking Kawa, bro. I love her. Oh my god, her and Mercedes. I'm not gonna lie.
They
There
had a
was
great
two
chemistry. They
times
had
in
good
this
chemistry.
match. There
They
was
had good
two
chemistry.
specific times in this match where I'm like, oh shit, hey, she got it. and then she didn't. I said, fuck. Hey, she was laying that shit in a Mercedes. But credit to Mercedes. Hey, they went out there. I read the comments online. I agree. Both these women gave it 110% tonight. I was fucking with this match. My boy talked to me.
I know, man, and that's why I was gonna ask you. I'm like, what was the people saying? What was the comments saying? What was the
Hey,
people watching the match saying? That's what
everybody.
that's what I wanted to ask. Like, how did
Nothing but
people actually
positive.
feel about it? Like, you can't tell me, hey man, nah, that was for the TBS championship.
Yeah,
You had the champ on the outside, you know, Tony being Tony, doing what she do. You had the champ, TBS CEO. You had Mina coming out doing her wild, crazy, zany shit, doing,
yeah,
you know, the crowd. And again, the crowd was in it the
yeah,
whole way. They
yeah,
were just there. They wanted to, they were in for all of it. So
yeah.
the match, like again, it was good chemistry. They were back and forth, some good counters, not nothing too much. Uh Hell, Mercedes won clean. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That damn, that's how you damn. It wasn't no chick. She won clean with a roll up. But it's the fact she's a heel. Heels don't win clean
yeah,
like that. They cheat to win. She's been cheating to win somehow, some way for
yeah,
the last few. Hell, she just cheated to win a damn title, her eighth or ninth or 10th 100 title that she got.
yeah,
So for her to do that in a match like that with the crowd on pins and needles for back and forth, because like I
yeah,
said, Mino, she was laying into like
yeah.
Mercedes was. Hey, she was top selling. My
Hey,
girl,
she
she
hit
got
her
the
with
top
she
of
hit
the
her with that
world.
one knee so clean. I'm like, damn. I don't know if Mercedes selling or she really
I
doinked
think it was
her
both. I really think it was both. I really think it was both.
ass.
Like she sold it, but she felt it. It's like, damn, she got me on that one. I'm gonna lay here for a little bit. I'm gonna lay here for a second. Hold on, damn. Oh shit. All
Yeah.
right, yeah, you got me with that one. But no, it was a really good match. But no, it watching matches like this,
Mhm.
watching the story, seeing the the in between and everything that's going on.
Yeah.
This gives me great high hopes for them for All In. I just need them to figure out something else to do. I don't want this to be the only women's match. I hope this isn't the only women's match because I feel like there needs to be something else. But the only problem with it is Mercedes has the TBS championship, so
Yeah.
you're not getting. So if she wasn't the champion of the TBS championship, obviously we would have gotten another match. So
Yeah.
it's like I hope there's another match, um, but so far, man, TK, bro, and I want to get to a couple of other things before we go, but
Oh yeah, sure.
I definitely want to get to and we're gonna get back to the comments because the people have been definitely commenting. Um, I want to get to the fact, like I say, TK, it's 10 days away.
I'm ready. My boy, I'm ready.
He's already kind of got a nice little stack card for the pay-per-view. Like it looks
Yeah.
good. Like it looks like a top a very good top AEW pay-per-view card. Like, okay, you got the death match, you got the tag team match with Osprey and Swerve versus the Young Bucks, you got the women's title match, you got the winner takes all match, you got the casino battle royale match. It's like, okay, you got some things going. It looks like Speedball and my boy Kevin Knight.
Yeah.
It looked like after they first of all after they took a hellacious beat down from the we
Hurt
hurt
to
from the
whoop
we
their ass.
hurt from the we hurt people folks themselves.
Yeah.
They took a hell of an ass whooping tonight, and my boy said, "Hey man, y'all some bitches." Like, damn, okay, all right, that's what you're doing. Even
Hey,
in
he cracked me
it
up. He's
isn't
like, yo, hey, he cracked me up with that Fresh Prince of Bel Air reference. He's like, yo, mama must have taught you how to hit because you punch like a bitch.
dude. Hey, MJF, like, bro, like, just stay the fuck down, man. Like, damn, like,
Yeah.
dude, stay down. Like, damn it, stay the fuck down. But
You know what's bad with MJF trying to be the voice of reason?
right, like, dude, like, come on, man. Like, dude, they will, dude, you not see this big black man? He will hurt you.
Both of them.
But you don't see this one sweating in his suit and the damn buttons trying not to pop off. This man will this man will hurt you. He will hurt you. But I like that they're giving them a little bit of fight because it's like, you know, you got to. with the way that you built the Hurt business, it's like
Yeah.
people are challenging them, they're trying, but it's like, man, that, hey, they hurting people. Shit, they doing what they doing what the slogan say. We hurt people, and they hurting them. But I think that's going to be a match that's going to be added to the pay per view. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Boys are
So
getting his ass beat.
right, so you're gonna have MJF
Yeah.
on the card. They'll be on the card. Again, maybe there be another. Maybe there's another title coming in the picture. It's
Oh yeah.
all in.
So,
It's Texas. Look, man, TK is gonna put on a hell of a show. It's gonna come on at 3 o'clock. It probably
is
gonna
it?
go off till
Oh,
about 8 o'clock.
wait.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it coming
three in
on
the
at 3?
afternoon. It's coming on at 3 in the afternoon.
God damn, Sunday? Is that the Sunday?
Saturday. No, Saturday. Dude, this is Saturday.
Jesus.
This is Saturday. This is Saturday afternoon, man. 3 o'clock,
Shit.
man.
All
TK
right.
TK is giving us a midday to evening extravaganza. I don't think this shit's going off till about 8 o'clock. I'm not even going to be generous and say 4 hours. Shit, but then again, it depends on what he adds to the main card. So
Right.
far, I feel like what he's added is enough because
Yeah.
the time given for every match is going to need to be a certain amount of time. Like the matches that I said in themselves, like the death match, let's not even put a time limit on that. That's going to end
Right.
when it ends. It's going to be the last match, but it's going to end when it ends.
Yeah.
You got the women's match, you got the tag team match, you got Shibata, you got Okada and Omega. Like you're gonna have the gauntlet match. That's gonna go for a minute.
Oh yeah.
And it's like those matches in themselves are gonna need a good enough of breathing time. So yeah, man, TK, yeah. Big Boy says, man, got no chance in hell against the Hurt Syndicate. No pun intended. Yeah, no, you made that all pun intended because you saw we already saw the Hurt Business can beat the shit out of it. So no, there's no faith going into the match, but they got heart, and they'll get their hearts power bombed in Texas.
Hey, you know what they say, man? Everything bigger in Texas. Everything, I mean everything. But hey, like I say, the card looking good. And apparently the reason they didn't do Wembley this year is because it was already booked out by Coldplay years in advance. But TK said they spinning the block. They going back to Wembley next year. Don't you worry. We spinning that
I want to say
motherfucker.
one of the other shows I think they're gonna do in Wembley. Like it's not all.
Yeah.
I want to say, but it's not all in this year. But I want to say it was another show.
So they're doing one of their other big shows next year, but I don't think All In is in Wembley. But there is another big show going on in Wembley next year.
Next year, right? But I figured it is. I know there's still another big show this year. Like even after All In, like there's somewhere else they're going. One of these pay-per-views. I can't remember which one it is. I have to look at it. I don't remember.
Right.
But I don't know. But hey, look, TK's got the shit in the bag, and Wembley is something like that. I mean, why you think they had to do what they did because of Wembley last year? Because of Tay Tay, they had to because Tay Tay had shit booked up, but Tay Tay didn't have that one specific day and time, and it's like, look, if you can make this happen, you can do this. Hey, TK made that shit happen. So we know, hey, folks, hey, they trying to get over there to London. They're trying to get over there to that Wembley. So we'll be back. They say, hey, we saw what you did 2 years in a row. Yeah. We like the numbers. We like the numbers. So yeah, we gonna do something to work. And that right there in itself lets you know that no matter how big WWE is, there's a group of people that just even people who love AEW, love WWE, or who don't like WWE or just don't watch it as much because they don't, like certain things about it, regardless of how you feel about it. Hey man, you love wrestling. You watching this shit. You watching this shit. Even if you don't like it all the way, at some point you watching this shit because it's like, damn, it's just something different. It's just a little different. That's all.
And here go the thing. Like as great as WWE is, WWE is time tested, right? But you couldn't pay us. You damn sure couldn't pay me, and I'm pretty sure I can speak for you. You couldn't pay us outside of the big 4 pay-per-views to even come anywhere close to $50 for a WWE pay-per-view.
Hell no.
But every single time AEW, it could be not grand, it could be All In, it could be All Out, it could be Revolution, it could be whatever. It could be some bullshit he just made up just because it's fucking Friday. But you know what? He gonna put it on pay-per-view because we understand we got faith in him and his matchmaking ability. You
And the
gonna pay
people
that
he
money?
has and the people he's presenting. That's most
Yeah,
important. The people he's presenting to us, it's like these are folks that we all wanted to see
yeah.
get this opportunity. Just show me what you would have done if you could have done it there. That's
And
it. That's it.
and that's the thing. He'll have you sitting up here 10 matches on the card, maybe three of those matches on the card, there's probably somebody you don't know who the fuck they are. But you're going to trust the process because it's Tony Khan and he's proven he can make you invested in a match with 10 damn people. You don't have a clue who the fuck they are. But because you know how much of a fan he is, you know you going to trust it.
Big Boy says, man, wait, isn't Great American Bash coming on at the same time as All In Texas? Yes, it is. That's the shit we were talking about weeks and weeks ago about all this coming up. Like, man, y'all couldn't have put this on a pay-per-view after. That's why we were like, y'all couldn't give Evolution their own weekend. It was like, man,
Which that was
like,
crazy.
I feel like they should have got their own weekend. Like Evolution should have got its own weekend of just celebration and just whatever.
But I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Motherfucker, okay, you're gonna have people that's gonna watch it just because it's on fucking Peacock. But motherfuckers ain't going, I promise you, people are not going out of their way to watch
No.
Great American Bash over All In. That I know for a fact.
Especially depending on the matches you put on. First of all, because a couple of the matches that you would probably put on the Great American Bash, you got them set for a couple of the women's matches. Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
The women's matches, you got them set for
Evolution.
So you put them, I guess you're gonna give the men the all man pay-per-view, which is cool, fine, whatever. But I don't think you're gonna put on that good enough of a pay-per-view
No.
to take any number away from All In. Like there may be one or two people folks may want to see. Outside of that, man, those who want, man, people are going to be watching All In to either see how bad it is or how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
Flat out. But you're not going to tell me that a Great American Bash is going to do better than that. Now, right. Saturday night main event, that'll come on later in the night. That's also coming on tonight. That's the whole thing. You got the Great American Bash coming on when that comes on. Mm-hmm. You got Saturday night main event coming on later that night. That's Goldberg versus Goldfish, as Earl like to say. And then you got Evolution on Sunday. So it's like shit. You got literally 4 pay-per-views coming on for 2 goddamn days. 3 of them in one goddamn day, to be honest. You got 3 fucking things coming on in one day.
Which don't make no type of sense. Like when you say it does not make any type of fucking sense.
You could have just did a whole nother weekend. You could have did the whole next weekend. You could have had the American Great Bash in the middle of the day. You could have did your Saturday night main event, and then you could have did your Evolution on Sunday. And that just been a WWE weekend. And WWE people would have loved the hell out of it. It wouldn't have been no different of anything. But again, it's not even about you not competing with AEW. That's fine. I was kind of okay with you leaving Evolution on Sunday if you was going if they were going to do it, if All In was going to be Saturday, Evolution was going to be Sunday, I'd actually been okay with that. They could have just left it at that. Y'all done that before. I'm not mad about that. Y'all, we've done double week pay-per-view weekends. That's cool. You added 2 extra shows just for the fuck of it. That was the whole extra thing.
You got all these goddamn days in July, and you say, you know what, fuck it, we're going to put 3 shows in 2 days on the same weekend as y'all Big 4.
It's like, that's the thing about it. Like, bro, like, you could have swapped one of those. Like, it was like, really? Like,
you know what it remind me of? This would remind me of. It's like, it's like when I'm in the gym, right? And there's like 10 fucking treadmills open. And I pick the treadmill furthest away from somebody. And you walk all the way across the gym past all these empty treadmills to come run next to me. Like, motherfucker, if you don't go over one, that's some petty shit.
That is some petty shit. And that's what WWE is doing. But it's all good. It is what it is. It's not going to be every pay-per-view.
Yeah.
because Survivor Series and Full Gear ain't gonna be the same, and I think
You know what I would like to see AEW start doing, and here go. This could turn into TNA real quick.
no, they do not need to compete on Friday or Monday.
No, hey, so hear me out. Hear me out, please, dude. I know it's easier said than done because I'm not the one funding this shit. I need you to pick a Friday sometime in the future, bro. Put a all in or all out, bro. I dare you. Run that bitch up against SmackDown one time just for the fuck of it. Please run that shit up against SmackDown. No?
Nah, because you're going with the optimal prime night for a big time event. And Saturday is always that. Saturday or Sunday. That's why WWE started changing all their pay-per-views to Saturday when they realized, damn, WWE's doing pretty, AEW's doing pretty good on these $50 pay-per-views on these Saturday nights. Damn, they doing actually pretty good. So
let me ask you this: What if you run a pay-per-view during the summer on a random Tuesday? Take out NXT one good time.
A pay-per-view.
But man, here's the catch:
you have to build it right. It can't be random. Yeah, it had to be something TK would have had to been like. Yeah. But in order for him to do that, that means he's going to have to say, "This is what we're doing." And then the very second that he says we're doing this, guess who else just decided? Hey. Guess what, y'all? Man, we doing a pay-per-view this night. so you know damn well, it wouldn't even be a surprise. Because NXT would turn into WWE, NXT, Raw, SmackDown.
You said NXT and they SmackDown.
MGF was that LFG involved? AAA. It'll all be one roll. TNA. It'll all be one rolled into one. Man, you gonna have every single. It'll be the one night.
Hey,
every single person.
What's that shit they tried for like a year and it just was ass when they used to do the Raw Super Show where they had the Raw and SmackDown on Raw and they still had SmackDown. Like, bro, what's the fucking point?
Man, just because you didn't have faith in none of the other people, that's what the problem was. But I could see them doing it. WWE SummerSlam versus AEW same night, same time. I mean, I don't see AEW's got nothing going on when SummerSlam's going on. That's the thing. Like SummerSlam's gonna be
AEW would be stupid. TK, he's smart about moving his shows.
2-night pay-per-view? No, I'm not fucking with that. No. He ain't gonna fuck around with he might do the week before or the week after, but he ain't gonna do the same week and not one of them big ones.
With SummerSlam being 2 nights this year, I guarantee you he bump Collision. I promise you, Collision won't be on.
Collision coming on early. Yeah, Collision coming on. If it don't come on early that day, but it'll be SummerSlam weekend, so I'm pretty sure NXT or AAA or whatever do something that early that day. But excuse me, I can see Collision coming on that Thursday.
Yeah, TK ain't no dummy, bro. Hey, TK he ain't competing with the NBA. He ain't trying to compete with baseball. That motherfucker said, I will move some shit around.
Wait a minute. What time y'all go off? Y'all go off at 11? Guess what? Collision, 11 o'clock this Saturday.
With a 10-minute overrun, guaranteed.
He's like, as soon as the NBA go off, guess what? Collision. Here you go, man. That's what we do. We giving you Collision. Yeah, right after the NBA.
You remember when all the basketball people got mad, bro, when the first year they started doing that shit with the NBA playoffs, like the Celtics game would end, and then you was just paying to Chris Jericho in the ring. They're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Hey, like motherfucker, like what happened? Hey man, it's time to go. we actually got something else to put on TV. We don't have all the rerun movies and other TV shows to put on once the NBA go off. No, we actually got something else we got to put on. Y'all done? All right, man, we gotta cut. We gotta move over. Hey, look.
Them TNT post shows are short as fuck.
Look, y'all got y'all time. Y'all done? All right, y'all ain't got to run over time tonight. Not tonight. Maybe tomorrow, but not tonight. Not tonight.
Uh,
We gotta get something else on. We got this live programming that's waiting to get on. Shit, and why not? Why
hey,
not?
hey,
And they're gonna
hey,
still
hey,
run
hey,
the shit.
tell Chuck, wrap it up, Chuck. Hurry up.
Wrap it up, Chuck. Wrap it up. Chuck be trying to get out of there any goddamn way. Let's shit. Get on out of there, Chuck. Go ahead.
I say, Chuck, you can't talk about them fat women in San Antonio now, Chuck.
Yeah, no, they body slam his ass. Oh man, but
Yes, sir.
man, to get to some of these comments real quick,
Whew.
because Chris is in here wilding, Penelope's in here wilding, Big Boy's in here saying facts and dropping truth bombs. Man, the people's in here peopling, man. We over here running our mouths because like we just ain't got nothing else better to do. We ain't got nothing else better to do. Big Boy says, man, it would be a good struggle and adversity arc for Will Ospreay and Swerve. And I think it would be just, again, you give Hangman his time. And even if you need to build up, if it's not going to be Hangman, you need to build up a good villain for one of them two to beat. That's not bad. That's not bad to do either. And that would give you that time to build that story up. So then by the time you get around to the next tournament or whatever that would be set for, okay, the year would pass and here's your opportunity. So now again, because I could see Swerve and Ospreay at opposite ends of an Owen Hart tournament to where they would come down to them too. So you getting a Will Ospreay versus a Swerve for, you know, the right to challenge for the title they both had to wait a year for. Like, dude, like who's gonna come out on top? We know, you know who you want to know who comes on top. My thing would be who would actually come out on top.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be my whole thing about that. And then where we at? Got no mediocre. Oh, Big Boy also says, man, hey, Mercedes cooking a master plan with all these women's division worldwide. I know some are sleeping on her right now. They're gonna be waking up soon. And I do think some people are waking up on her because even though they will give her, you know, some crap for, you know, the early run of her AEW, but it's like, all right, man, you gotta let the girl cook. Like, you can't tell me she was never that chick. You can't tell me the boss was never over. I don't care if you felt she was injury prone or not. You can't tell me the boss was never over. So why can't she get the CEO over?
Right.
Is it almost the same type of character? Yes, I think with a little bit more brashness. I think a little bit more edginess to it because there's not so much of a PG guideline that she got to stick to. She can kind of go off the rails a little bit, and it's like, that just made me hate her even more. Well, great. That's the objective. The whole objective is for you to hate her. So I think that works, and you just got to give her time to cook and let her do what she do. But when she takes, like right now, it looks. Let me just say it like this, man. When her descent from the top happens, oh man, people gonna be cheering their asses off, and it's gonna be a masterful, and it's gonna be everything that y'all wanted to be. Y'all gonna talk all that shit, but it's gonna be done in such a way where it's gonna be like, you know what? Thank you, CEO. Thank you. Damn, you know what? We might, we didn't know we needed it like that, but shit, that was. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I definitely feel that right there. Let's see where else we going real quick. Chris says, man, how can AEW be different? It's the same talent that comes out WWE TV, like going to Walmart, buying name brand and great value brand stuff. Well, Chris, it is different because you got to look at the talent that we're being presented with and think about how they were presented and the position and where they were in the previous company. Was Swerve being positioned in the way that he was Tony Storm ever being positioned the way that she has? Hell, was Mercedes Moné ever really being positioned to the top like that? Even though you can say she was, but was they keeping her consistently like they were keeping other people? Like, look at Claudio. Hell, Claudio has still done more in his AEW time than he's really ever done in WWE outside of the bar. Outside of the bar. And I can't say the bar wasn't something for him. It was. Him and Sheamus was running roughshod through a lot of people, but what has he really done outside of that? He's done a lot. He's been a world champion. He's done some great things. So has it become a full-on success for everyone? No. I think some people, it didn't hit as much. Miro. It was like up and down. It started a little rough. Then he found his stride. He hit it hard, and then it kind of fell off. So yeah, you got some hits and you got some misses, but that's both companies going, both ways. Other than that, the difference is just what another person's been able to do in the new situation. We're still on the take of a few people, Ricky Starks and a few others, and seeing how they take. And right now, we're seeing the residuals of Swerve and Tony Storm and Mercedes and a few other people that may not have even gotten a chance in WWE that are now getting that opportunity in AEW. Still some hits, some misses, but it is what it is. I want AEW to visit the whole world indie and get new talent who is hungry and want to be on TV. That's a lot of people, but the question is, are you made for TV? Penelope said, Penelope, I'm not repeating what you said. I ain't even repeating what you said. It's actually okay. I'm actually okay with it, mainly because it's happening during the sports drought. Oh, all the pay-per-views. That is kind of true. Two cones, screw that shit. Oh yeah, Chris. Major go MP event, blah blah blah. Wilfred, what's up, Wilfred? Coming in with the AEW chants. And then Big Boy says she's being more of herself, which Mercedes does get that vibe to do. She does really get that time to really just kind of try some stuff. Like it's one thing, man, when someone's telling you when something works and it doesn't, and you clearly see that it does, but they don't want you to do it. Where you do something and either it does work or it doesn't work, and it's like, okay, this didn't work. The people didn't like this. This didn't work. Okay, cool. Let's pivot. And when you're good at pivoting, and it don't take you long to pivot and to do something else that will take away from that, you good to go. Chris says got to go. Chris, we'll see you later. Other than that, Chris, and yes, Chris, you are a loyal fan of the podcast, man. We appreciate you. Other than that, man, I think I caught up on the comments. Any other things show-wise, bro, you want to talk about as I try to run through that with the dry mouth?
No. Like I said, man, we pretty much got through the meat and potatoes of it. I'm like I said, we got all in coming in. We got all in coming up. I'm excited for that Evolution 2. I'm excited for that. And that's really what it is, man. Like I said, right? We had 300 episodes of Dynamite. We got 100 episodes of Collision coming up. I believe Friday. I think this is when it's airing this week. Friday.
What's that?
Collision, the 100 episode of Collision.
I want to say Saturday because there's nothing coming out Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, there's Saturday. So I haven't watched Collision in a while. I actually might tune into that because it is 100th episode. So I might tap in.
FTR going up against the Outrunners. I might have to watch that one just.
Yeah, because I ain't seen the Outrunners.
I might just have to watch that one just on GP because
I ain't seen the Outrunners in a while. And, I'm fucking with the Outrunners. And of course, FTR. It's FTR. So
right, but if we right, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a tag. That's gonna be a classic tag team match right there. You like good tag. You like good tag team matches. That's gonna be a really good tag team match. So try to peep that one out. Big Boy, you are correct. Miro didn't want to take losses in AEW, which I get it at one point, but after a while, dude, like if you're gonna go up against the bigger talent, you're taking some losses. Now you shouldn't take loss after loss, but certain people, bro, you were gonna lose a certain one way or somehow you would lose one or the other, but it ain't no better for him in WWE right now.
Right.
To be totally honest. What's up, Sonny? Hey man, clothesline for all of the battered men in pro wrestling. You stupid. Sonny, a fool. Sonny, you a fool. Man, but tonight was the 300 episode of AEW. Like we said earlier, man, I think TK put on a pretty good card tonight. It wasn't like super over the top. It was just good and solid. And that's what really made it good. It was just like good action. It kept your eyes on it. The fans were all over it, cheering and booing. They were for everything. Most of the top name people you would want to see showed up, did something. So it was 300. Everybody was there, and again, you're building up for All In. So TK didn't take away. It's the 300 episode. We're gonna have a solid show. Thank you for tuning in. And again, man, the change of venue for the look of the crowd again, like another sold out show. People, every seat was. I don't care if it was 2,000, 5,000 people. I don't care if it was 5,000 people.
Yeah.
And they all showed up. They all showed up, and they was really ready to go. So, hey, it was a good look. The crowd was hot. The action was good. The commentary wasn't bad. Got to have faith in Excalibur and Taz doing what they do best. I keep forgetting who the other dude is. I don't.
Ian Riccaboni.
There you go. That's why I don't remember his name. Other than that, man, it was a really good, solid show. And again, just another good build. We're 10 days away, so that means by next week's show, guess what, people? We're getting ready for the show. We're gonna be doing predictions. We're gonna have to really sit down and dissect who the hell is winning at All In, man, because it's All In. It's AEW. There's no. You could predict one or two of these matches, but these things can go anyway. And so we got a lot of work that we got to get into. I mean, there's a lot of other shit going on next weekend too. But right now, man, we're really just focusing on All In and Evolution. Everything else is just, and it's just there to be there. I don't really care about American Bash. I don't really care about Saturday Night Main Event. They're just going to be there. This weekend's focus for us, for the podcast, for the predictions, we will be focusing on All In. We will be focusing on Evolution. Other than that, man, we're going to get ready for next week. Bro, this Friday, we got to remind the people, SmackDown is back to 2 hours. So guess what? Your boys are back. Hey, man, Friday Night Block Party, man, was going down, man. They got rid of that other hour. We said if they got rid of that other hour, we will come back on Friday nights. As long as my man ain't got nothing else to do, it is the holiday. I don't think it's too much got going on. But, quick few, whatever. Celebrate the holiday with the people. It'll be close to the anniversary of the GOW. So this Friday, we back to 2 hours. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, like I said, man, we definitely coming on Friday night block party, July 4th. Everybody have fun, be safe. Again, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in tonight to the Wednesday night block party.
No, I do not, Clive. I do not, Clive. Not at all.
Thank you for tuning in to the Wednesday night block party episode Dynamite 300. Like he said, man, July 19th will be the official 6-year anniversary of the GOW. Not sure what day that falls on, but man, as long as ain't nobody got nothing going on, we'll do a little something for y'all. And then, man, like you said, Friday, we back here live and direct.
Falls on
Saturday. Yes. All right, well, shit, cool. Then I got Saturday, man. We'll do a little something for the people. As long as you ain't got nothing and I ain't got nothing. And then, but as we say in the business, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aliens and other reptiles and reptilians of all ages, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW. As always, I'm the franchise. He's the king. We are the Generation of Wrestling podcast. And in the words of that boy Jacob Fatu, man, get in where you fit in. All gas.
I mean.
Peace.